Hi guys, May Flum here, and I've just started building a layout. And what I've got here is I took this Crafter's Workshop stencil and laid it down and just put white texture paste with a palette knife and just spread it all the way around the stencil, just being really careful to only get the circle part. I usually don't get 12 by 12 stencils, but for this one, I knew that the coffee stains and these textures and the butterflies, that they were small enough, while this is a big stencil, that they were small enough that I would use them. I also figured that this circular stencil pattern would be great on a scrapbook layout, and I'm already loving it. So I've got that down here, and I love how it's almost like a stitched look. The little white because I use texture paste, but the little lines here. Then all I did, because these two parts take a little time to dry, so that's why I did them off camera, I just took a little bit of Heidi Swapp Gold Mist and just flicked right onto the layout and let it dry. And now that it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and start with my photos and get this page going. So I've got my title down, Wonder Woman. Journaling is going to be real easy, real short. It's just going to basically say, she was Wonder Woman for Halloween. I mean, it is that simple. There's not a huge story here, but I really like documenting what the kids were for Halloween, because I know I can't remember all of my Halloween costumes, or all of the things I wanted to be for Halloween over the years. And I wish I could, because I know that that's such a big part for them of the fall is, you know, sitting down and deciding, what am I going to be for Halloween? What costume am I going to make or get or buy or whatever? So I definitely want these documented, and I'm just pulling out some little Tim Holtz stars here. Now I can leave these white. I can also use alcohol ink to color them, maybe red to bring that out. I'm actually kind of feeling like I like the white color. I feel like it adds in a bit of contrast, a bit of fun. And my intent is to just kind of go around. Actually, I might do a few of the little ones in red, but my intent is to just kind of take these around the, around the circle here. I went and found a couple of Elle Studio journaling tags that have just some red and black and white on them. And I put one under the woman, and then I'm going to put the other one, I think, right along. I'm thinking right in here for my journaling, but I'm not totally sold on it yet, so I'm going to hold off on that. Now, the stars here, I took a couple. It takes just about a minute to dry. I just set them on this clear plastic and put a little alcohol ink, rubbed them around in there, and then they've been sitting here for a couple of minutes drying. And the red, alcohol ink works really good for that. I happen to use the Poppy Field red alcohol ink, and it's really nice on non-porous surfaces. So in other words, plastic, metal, that kind of stuff. And I went and found these Simon Says Stamp star stamps, and I'm going to put a couple of these. First, I'm going to do a couple of the real tiny ones, and I've got some pearl metallic paint that I'm going to stamp them with. Okay, here from Ranger, I'm just shaking it up a little just to make sure that everything is good to go. Okay, and then just open it right up. You can tell it's new. Now with these, what I like about the dabbers is that they've got the great foam applicator, which makes them really ideal if you like to stamp with paint, because just a little bit of that ink goes perfectly, a little bit of that paint onto the stamps, and it works so good. I really like how it's looking here. I really like just everything about this, so I don't really see a reason to like get crazy with embellishing and everything else if I'm happy with it, which I am. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get some of these bigger stars. I'm going to add a few more. I just feel like I would like a little more going on here. And I am a really big fan of layouts that are simple like this one, in the sense that there's a lot of technique and there's a lot of stuff going on here, but at the same time it's visually, like, it's really letting these pictures be the star. And this sweet girl and this really good photos, which are, you know, you guys know, you don't always get really good photos to go with your stories. So I really wanted to really just and this one does not want to stamp, so I'm just going to take it off and manually stamp it. But really good photos plus a story you want a scrapbook, that doesn't always come together. And it doesn't always have to be, the other thing is, of course, it doesn't always have to be a big complicated story. In this case, the story is very simple. It's just, this is what she wore this Halloween, and I wanted to document that. And then add my journaling here, and I've got a layout. You'll want to be sure to head on over to Ashley's page, because she is on YouTube, and her blog is also doing some girly stuff, although I'm really interested to see what kind of a girly take she went with today. I'm guessing she didn't go the superhero route like I did, so you can check her out on YouTube and on her blog. And on my blog, of course, I will have a post, and both on my blog and on YouTube, I will be posting links to supplies, what few links I do have or can offer you. And until next time, I wish you very happy girly scrapbooking.